What's good, yo? Molly Black coming to you live, Richmond, Virginia. Follow me, Instagram and Twitter, Molly Goku, Spotify, Apple Music, all that, Molly Black. You know what I'm saying? We out here. Shout out to Get the Click.
Shit'll get eventful. Flew them packs in, then we move it through the metro. Called an ex-nigga, said the city got a back now. Big bad wolf, competition like a pack now. Fuck wrong with you, shut the fuck up, sit your ass down. Steps in the wall like a hitter.
Man, we here with my guy Molly Black. Where we at, bro?
We out here in Richmond, Virginia, you know what I'm saying? It's your man Molly Black coming to you live. Get the Click.
So what's up, bro, man? So how was it, man? So tell me a little bit about yourself, man. You growing up and stuff.
Well, yeah, I'm, VA, born and raised, yeah, man, I've been going at this rap shit for like 4 or 5 years now. Just, just a young dude, trying to tell my story with you, you know what I'm saying? Trying to enlighten the people with a little bit of my knowledge, from my life's journey.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about yourself, like growing up through your childhood. Like, how was your childhood?
From Stafford, Virginia, just raised a pretty typical, single mother home with my brother. I grew up, not too bad, nothing spectacular, but always just been away with my words since I was a jit. And so 2013, moved out the crib. I was going to college, and then just wasn't really with the school because I felt like I already had found my calling with recording my music and all that. And so then ever since then, the rest has just been history, man. Just been out here on the hustle with it.
Okay, so you're saying 2013 is when you first really picked up the pen?
Yeah, that was probably when it first happened for me. I was probably like 18, 17, and it was like, it wasn't even necessarily that I was like, okay, I'm about to be a rapper now, I'm on the grind with it, blah, blah, blah. It was more like I was doing my other stuff, but that was when I was just really started writing all the time. And then gradually it just became the only thing that I really had any interest in doing or any passion for, to be honest. It was like, I've always had other things going on, but then I just shifted my focus like completely into music. Like gradually over that time, probably by the time it was 2015, I was like, yeah, man, this is it for me.
Okay, in 2015. So you was in school around that time?
Yeah.
So how was this? So how was the school scene like, far as helping you with your music?
That was like something that was like becoming kind of a wave that like was just starting when I was starting to do it. It was at a time where it was like a lot of people who were in school and stuff were trying to transition into just doing something different, because in today's society, like, you can't really limit yourself to necessarily like whatever career path you might have had when you like originally had signed up for school. And I guess it was just kind of cool at first as I first started, because it made it really comfortable, because it was easy for me to kind of establish a fan base because I knew X amount of people from being at school and just like, being cool with them. And I live in Richmond, so there's not really much outside of the school for it to be for socially, I guess you would say, like. And so people knew me already, and that kind of helped me like initially start my fan base. And then once that happened, I just kept rolling with it. But as I got a little bit older and deeper into my career like I am now, I kind of tried to distance myself from that like label of like, like college or like, whatever scene type of rapper, and into just being a general artist. And I think that you can hear that in my music too, that I've developed a little bit more into the artistry, a reflection of how I live. Like, if you listen to my music when I first started, you can hear that I was living a certain type of lifestyle that's similar to that of people who are, just out the house and, advancing education on the campus and stuff like that, versus now you can kind of hear me get a little bit more insightful into just what it is to really be a man in today's society, and just kind of like growing and maturing at the same time, just having a different mindset and different priorities, different values.
Yeah, bro. So how was the college life, man? Tell me a little bit about that.
It definitely is a lot more fun being in school when you just, like purely focus yourself on being a rapper. There's definitely like some wild times. Definitely, definitely was a lot of fun. I mean, to be honest, that's like the simplest way to put it. It's just, young, having fun and just writing about it and talking about it a lot, and just, you got a lot more free time and a lot less responsibility as, you get older and you start taking things on your plate. You start to realize like, hey, life isn't just like one big party. But at that point, it definitely was. Yeah, I was just enjoying myself. You know what I'm saying? Being a young man out here, you know what I'm saying, wilding out a little bit.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
Yeah, so I mean, transitioning from that, from the partying and all that, would you say that helped you in your music career?
Yeah, I definitely met a lot of people and I developed kind of a following for myself. And like part of that following was like more than just what I was doing musically, just kind of the fact that like people would want to be around me because I knew like how to have a good time and you know, I wasn't, uptight about shit and people knew like when you hang out with Molly Black it's gonna be a good ass time and so I had a lot of like I guess you would call them fans that were really just kind of friends who just wanted to kick shit with me, which is always cool. And and I definitely like enjoyed like the freedom that I used to have without having so much responsibilities and shit on my plate. And also like I guess the way that I was approaching the music back then was more so just like 100% like fun, turning up all the time and just like enjoying the process was definitely more well I mean I'm still enjoying the process but it was just a different way of enjoying the process. Like now I kind of take more pride in like saying words that are gonna like be meaningful to me down the road and like I mean those other ones are but it's just I guess at that time I was a little bit way more carefree, a lot more happy-go-lucky, and than I am now. And I guess that was like the biggest perspective that kind of brought that carried over into my music. Was that it was all very lighthearted, all just real fun and just kind of carefree. I guess would be the word to really describe it.
Who would you say, I guess, in your opinion, who you feel like is really buzzing, other than yourself, of course, who do you feel like is buzzing in the city right now?
Um, well, I mean, there's definitely a lot of people in the city that are like really, really buzzing, man. Richmond has a growing rap scene that's really slept on, to be honest. There's like a ton of talented artists in this area. Like shout out my man like Mikey and Moore. We did a track not that long ago. Of course, like these artists like I mentioned before that I'm working with, DTA, TF Wu, Palace. Um, I mean. Jonah Wimmer is, producing, making music, and these are all like people that I've worked with in the past. And then like I do see some other artists doing like crazy stuff in the area. Like my man Michael Millions is like he's really dope, really making some noise out there. You know, you got Nicholas F, who's like who's pretty much a industry like level artist as far as like the quality of his work and longevity in the game. And that's still a Richmond local, still a dude that you'll just see on the street, humble as ever, not on no big head industry shit, which is something that I think is really like representative of Richmond because you'll meet some of these artists and you won't know them from the next man because it's not like meeting guys in these big cities who gotta have security with them everywhere they go or can't be nowhere or can't parlay or talk with whoever their fan base really is. I think we're really connected to the music that comes out of here. Also, a dude I'm a big fan of is Big Al Harrison. That dude is another dude that I met back in school in VCU days, and he's definitely making some great music. Super talented guy, and and I got some other guys that I'm not gonna mention here that are kind of in their bag. We're working together, and they're a little bit newer to the game, but I'm definitely helping them hone their skills. And I have some tracks coming out with some people that y'all haven't heard of, but you'll know them real soon.
Yeah, so bro, I don't mean to backtrack on you, but man, tell me a little bit about that record with you and Mardini, man.
Yeah, in 2015, I believe it was.
Yeah, I believe so.
We had two cool records. Me, Mardini, that's Lebanon Don, and my man Jonah Wimmer. We had two real, I guess, like kind of little buzzing records around the area. Rocks and Yes I Am. That was a real fun time. Definitely one of my more quotable verses that I have out now. Like still to this day, a whole 3-4 years later, people will come up to me and start rapping my first verse off of that joint, and definitely like very happy about that. Like still, and definitely is like one of the highlights, I guess, of like this whole journey that I've been on. Because it was so organic. Like it wasn't like seeing a lot of, I guess, link ups that you see from artists. even artists that are kind of in the same area, it can be kind of forced, and then especially people who are just doing it over the internet, just trading verses. The music comes out good for a lot of people, but it's just a different type of energy when it's kind of people who are in the same space and really creating together. And like we were all kind of just, you know, chilling as friends and just all were making music, kind of doing our own thing, and we were just in the same vicinity so often that it wasn't even like, you know, we were linking up to make a feature or anything like that. It just kind of turned out to just be a track that we made with the homies, and it was like that energy to it, like I said, just it being so organic was what really made like the songs like so good, even without as much effort. Well, definitely was hard work, you know what I'm saying? You know, you don't half step when you go into the booth, but it definitely felt, I don't know, kind of natural. It was a good time, and I definitely, like, I still love those songs, and, you know, people still love those songs, and I'm still watching both of them grind and grow, and it makes me happy to see.
Okay, dope, man. So what's the plans, man? What's your next step, man? Like, what's the plans for the future? You don't gotta give me all of it, but like, let me know what you got coming up next for us.
No doubt. So I got some singles coming out now that well, I got a few out now, and I got a couple more coming before the summer that I'm just working with some artists around the area. I've been working with a guy named Palace, a guy TF Wu, my main man producer all the time, DTA, has been doing a lot of work with me, and just getting out some singles, some general songs, just one, you know, to try to create some different vibes for people to feel, and then trying to get some visuals out there this year for y'all to follow with, and I will be coming out with another mixtape this summer. It's going to be called Forgive Us Our Trespasses. That's just something that I'm working on right now, and that should be out in June. Yeah, man, I mean, it's really business as usual, you know what I mean? Definitely trying to make some big moves out here and link with some more people, but it's really just the same way that I've been doing it, just hustling and getting after it, and you know, constantly just writing and honing my craft, and learning how to do production as well. I'm starting to get behind now on some beats, so on my mixtape there will be some beats that were produced by me, and so yeah, that's really just in general the plans haven't changed. Just, you know, trying to make the best product that I can and try to continually grow and get, you know, more people to listen every day.
Oh man, you got anything else to get off your chest before we close this out?
Yes. Once again, this is your boy Molly Black coming to you live from 2 Up 2 Down VA. Just want to say thank you to Gifted Click for having me today, and please go stream Stress, my new single, on Apple Music, Spotify, everywhere music is sold. You know, go get that out and stay tuned for that video coming real soon. Yeah, word up to all my peoples. Y'all know who y'all are.
Stressing me. Why you keep stressing me, testing me? Try to control me aggressively. You know you never forgetting me. Honestly need you to work with me. Cause you do shit, think you hurting me. And you know money comes certainly. But I cannot have you deserting me. I don't wanna feel no stress. I ain't even tripping, I'm not pressed. You just gotta do you, I do me.